This is the village of Barangka in Marikina City. It only took Typhoon Vamco a few hours to submerge more than half of the communities here. People tell us they were forced to evacuate when the river's water level rose 18 meters. These volunteers have been rescuing people trapped for hours.
It was cold, but we braved the waters to make sure residents were safe. There were many children, old people. We started doing this at 2 a.m.
Bringing in food and much needed aid is difficult. The water is neck deep, and our boat had to be attached to a rope. A community that is only accessible by this boat. We have to hold tight and stay close to the walls because the current is still quite strong. It's a very, very difficult situation, not just for civilians, but for rescuers. Across the region of Luzon, many provinces have been devastated too. Vamco brought winds and rains of up to 170 kilometers an hour, cutting power to millions and leaving others stranded. In evacuation centers, officials do their best to implement social distancing. Women, the young and the old, are now forced to take shelter in places like this one.
The water started to go up very quickly, so we ran out and asked for help. We've lost our personal belongings, now submerged in waters. But we are grateful we are all alive.
Aside from the joint task force, the organic joint task force that are already in Metro Manila, the Navy and the Army also contributed in this effort. Of course, aside from the manpower, what is important are the equipment.
Vamco is the third typhoon to hit the Philippines in less than 3 weeks. The country is still reeling from the impact of Typhoon Gone.
Residents taken by surprise by the sudden rise in floodwater are rescued from their rooftops as roads in Manila are transformed into rivers. Tens of thousands of homes have been submerged in the capital, while nearly 3 million households have been left without power. The island of Luzon in the northeast of the Philippines saw torrential rain and gusts of up to 195 kilometers per hour on Wednesday evening, as Typhoon Vamco became the second to hit the region in just under 2 weeks. Nearly 200,000 people across the region were evacuated, with many waiting out the storm in makeshift emergency shelters.
Ayaw po namin madali ng bagyo. Kasi po ang hirap ng buhay ngayon tao. Wala pa akong asawa po, iwan pa ako dyan, mahirap na po.
Vamco came as the region was still reeling from the last storm in early November, while the Philippines continues to grapple with COVID-19 and a sinking economy.